everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got Boston and Houston. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on John Wall.
Yeah, he's an exciting player, Kevin, with outstanding speed, and I love his aggressive attitude. He will explode when he gets into the open court. And he does so much for his team's tempo. And
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one. That's flat out embarrassing.
Back to Terry. Off the left rim and out.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Rodman with a screen on Terry. Outside Pippen. No one near him. And he hits the jump shot. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now Armstrong. Terry kicks to Gasol. The kick out to Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wall. And it's Houston.
Oh, man, that was a real arc it up.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Jefferson setting the pick for Wall. Outside Pippen. And now Rodman inside. Gasol with the steal. It's Wilkins with the drive. The quick look, no good that time. And here's Pippen. The kick out to Wall. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
There's the dish to DeRozan. Outside Jefferson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Houston shooting their first free throws of this. Both free throws good from Al Jefferson. Here's Armstrong. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Terry against DeRozan. Stolen by Pippen. Outside DeRozan. Wall. And the foul on Jason Terry. That's his first foul.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Boston making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. Here's Wall. And there's the dunk to finish it off. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. Ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Here's Armstrong. Off target from three-point range. Houston leading by 6. Here's DeRozan. Pass to Wall. Outside Pippen. Trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Yeah. Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense. That's for sure.
So Boston ends up going with the new group. The Kings trail by 10. Armstrong kicks to Morrow. On the wing, Miller. No good, unable to end this run. And it's Houston's ball. Jones, the pass to Price. Grant inside.
Yeah, terrific one-on-one score. Able to break down defenders and make something out of nothing.
Yeah, it's really a nice blend of balance and creativity. Puts you on your heels, stops on a dime, and he can drain it on you before you recover.
That one is no good. Here's Morrow. Working on Jones. Goes up the baseline. And Miller with the basket on the assist by Morrow. Miller's got his first 2 points. Price with the ball. Back to Mutombo. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And it's Miller penetrating. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Boston making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Houston leading by 10. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jones kicks to Grant. Houston shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Caboclo, he's checked in for B.J. Armstrong. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Price kicks to Jones. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Livingston.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball because you can get easy points out of it at the other end. These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score. Playing well here, Steve.
Jones is out there with Gran. Then it's Parrish. Then there's Price. And it's Stockton in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Morrow kicks to Kuzma. And the pass to Morrow. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Price. Here's Jones. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Price dishes to Grant. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Tome. That is his first foul of the game. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Right side, DeRozan. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. They get Paul Gasol. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Now a timeout called by Boston.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
The Kings trail by 17. And it's Terry off the drive. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Tome. To halt the run. Count the bucket. Here's Rodman. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pippen, the pass to Stockton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. For Houston, they have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling them right now.
Here's Boston now. They trail by 16. Gasol, a screen on Stockton. Here's Terry. No luck. So Houston will take it the other way. And DeRozan kicks to Rodman. Back to DeRozan. Pippen. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Here's Terry. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Kuzmic. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are in terms of building a team. One thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for a team.
It's Pippen with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Stockton against Terry. From deep. And it's Terry again missing.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
That's good. Pippen's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
It's Wilkins with the drive. Shoots from 8. And there's the rejection. And it's Houston on the break. And DeRozan throws it down.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
Gasol, Rodman covering. Gasol backing down. Back to Wilkins. Trying his luck deep. They get it back. Second chance shot. And that one comes up a bit short.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Jefferson dishes to Pippen. Out to DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. And here's Boston. He feeds it to Wilkins. Dishes to Kuzmic. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boston, no good that time either.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just blanks the open jumper.
Was shot by Stockton, no good. Here's the break. And the rejection by Pippen. But they'll get another chance. That's good.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Stockton outside. Stockton can't get that one to fall.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And it's Houston on the break. Outside for Pippen. Back to DeRozan. Beyond the arc. That ball. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. And it's 13 points for DeMar DeRozan. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Terry with it. Picked up by Stockton. And he gets the bucket.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3. That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Boston. Johnson comes in for Pau Gasol. Kicks to Pippen. Passes to Mutombo. Rebound by Johnson.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one falls for Armstrong. Thompson, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And both free throws good for Armstrong. Houston leading by 18. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's good. And that's now 6 points for John Wall.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
There's Miller with the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Wall passes to DeRozan. Can't cash in from the left block. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean, you know he's going to score. That's just the way it is. And he's been getting there a lot so far today.
And, Steve, he's been operating at extremely close range, and D has to do a much better job of protecting the basket the rest of the way.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Dominique Wilkins. Kuzmic is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's B.J. Armstrong, and it's Terry in at the 2-guard. Rejected by Gasol. They got him on the arm, but it still can't. For Houston, they have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. And Rodman, no good on that one. Wilkins with the ball. Lets a floater go. He kicks it to Armstrong. He dishes it to Terry. And the three ball is good. Terry's got 6.
The bounce pass was the key to the play.
Here's Pippen. From the high post, he drills it. And the Thunder lead by 21.
Well, Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. And he's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And also, he's one of those guys who can cover 94 feet in the blink of an eye and often does, with or without help on the break.
And that one's good. Wilkins.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And Wall kicks to Pippen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pippen's got 4 points this quarter.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
The Kings trail by 21. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Here's Wilkins. Another miss by Wilkins.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Shot by Wall. Kept alive by Houston. That's tipped. Rosen dishes the Wall. And now Rodman inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
And it's Houston on the break. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Houston making a switch. Grant's checked in. On defense, Boston. Wall attacking. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Pau Gasol. He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dominique Wilkins. Kuzmic gets the bucket. Now Wall. He's got 9. right, now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Back to Pippen from deep. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Morrow, no good.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And the shot is good. And that's 15 points for DeMar DeRozan.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Terry kicks to Kuzmic. From 15 feet away, DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hits the three-point bomb. DeRozan's got 18 points in the game.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Morrow, no good.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
And DeRozan kicks to Pippen. Out to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Wall. They get the rebound. Good on the shot.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Gasol, a screen on Wall. Armstrong backing down to stop the run. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to be on John Wall. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Houston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots.
Here's Parrish. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Price, the pass to Jones. DeRozan on the wing. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And here's Armstrong. He passes to Caboclo. Hits it from 3-point range. Caboclo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Price outside. Feeds to Jones. Rosen dishes to Price. Here's Parrish. And a missed layup. Here's Morrow, defended by Jones. Armstrong against Price. Armstrong backing down. Here's Caboclo. And again, Boston with the triple.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
And here's Armstrong. The feed now to Morrow. DeRozan defending. Morrow, the pass to Livingston. It's stolen by Jones. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Caboclo. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Houston. John Stockton out there with Jones. Then it's Parrish. Then it's Hollis Thompson. And it's Mutombo. And at the 5, roaming the paint.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par. Well, guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
Jones kicks to Thompson. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Boston. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Miller outside. Working on Jones. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
It's not doing them any favors making those kinds of mistakes.
Especially now. I mean, every possession so important for him.
Stockton outside. Mutombo outside for Stockton. Another miss by Houston. And with that new NBA competition committee, the league was hoping to create a more nimble leadership group to consider various initiatives.
And, I think the culture of the NBA has been open to innovation and new things, new ways of doing things, new thinking, all in an effort to improve the game. And to me, that's what it's about. I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
And the shot is good from Johnson. And it's Houston's ball. Mutombo sets a screen. Stockton outside. Mutombo misses.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Shot by Caboclo, no good.
That mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Mutombo sets a screen. Stockton draws the double. Kicks it out to Jones. That's nice passing there by Houston. Thompson for the triple. The shot is off, and it's Boston the other way. Wide open. Shot by Detome, no good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And it's Parrish with the jam.
Now, that's a nice finish for the big fella there. I mean, he used his length very well under the basket.
There may be more athletic players around the league, but Steve, not many bigger ones.
And I'll tell you what, Kevin, I'd like to see him even take advantage of that size more often on the offensive end and be more aggressive.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
18 seconds.
It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones in the break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And Thompson kicks to Stockton. Back to Thompson. Eddie Jones on the wing. Now the dish to Stockton. Right side Jones. Back to Stockton. Out to Thompson. Stripped it away. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And he makes the 8-footer. And it's Houston's ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Stockton. Releases. Rebound Boston. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Parrish kicks to Thompson. Pass to Mutombo. Outside, Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. And turnovers, Clark and Steve, have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Clark? Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Offensive rebound. Here's O'Quinn. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
He's off on the first.
You know, it's such a treat to watch the game for a living. It doesn't stand still. It keeps evolving. And as we see the leadership changing hands, with new commission, new owners, I think that process will continue. And hopefully they'll strike that balance between preserving the tradition of the game while also continuing to attract the fans.
What is Jack in for Boston? Of the league's teams have changed hands. I didn't know this in 2010.
I did not either, but again, as franchises grow in value, the owners are getting much more involved. And again, understanding the appreciation potential of this kind of asset. It's a bigger chunk of their portfolio now. It used to be owners were guys that kind of came through the basketball business somewhat and didn't look at it as something that could be a viable asset. But now it's a big business play.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Stockton inside. A stupendous finish in traffic.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Here's Morrow. Pulls up. Off on that one. So we see Houston taking the W here.
When I was young, man, my dad had a house. I catch a contact and talk like Easter Mouse. Go to school, act like I'm pulling out. Because I used to freak my teachers out. Dang, dang, diddy, dang. So much me go teachers out. Used to the one black Johnny in the club. Everybody on Sinatra, look around. Everybody on Sinatra. I ain't talking about they call